Say hello to Margaret Thatcher and the Motor Booty. How does $2,000 sound? Listen up, you remember how Parliament changed their name to Parliament Funkadelic? Say George Clinton changed his band's name to that of Parliament's Upper House. What would Parliament Funkadelic now be known as? Now the representatives are in the U.S. Congress, and the Pledge of Allegiance does not say one nation under the groove. Bet you wish you'd pick this. The upper house of Parliament is the House of Lords. I hear that after George Clinton saw the House of Lords and their wigs, he renamed them Brides of Funkenstein. All right, hit me. And I believe this one's called...
My dad's more potent than your dad.
And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, it's time to figure out some celebrity equations. What mathematical symbol makes this equation correct? Kids in the Osmond family... Jimmy, Jay, Merrill, Wayne, Alan, Verl, Tom, Donnie, and Marie is equal to Jackie, Jermaine, Tito, Marlon, Maureen, LaToya, Randy, Michael, and Janet. Though it's hard to say which has more dead weight. I need a category. For your enjoyment, multiple personalities and the ancient world. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Hey, remember that multiple personality chick Sybil from that movie with Sally Field? Well, if one of Sybil's multiple personalities had been a Sybil from classical mythology, what might that personality have said? I am a young nymph like Gidget. Just like a nun, I can fly. Sally Field a nymph? Gosh, no wonder we really like her. Let's take a look at the right answer. A Sybil in classical mythology was a female prophet of great wisdom, so she would have known all about Sally Field's future. But nobody would have guessed that ridiculous "you like me, you really like me" speech. That was embarrassing. Okay, picking... This little number's known as finger food. $1,000 if you get it. You know, Shakespeare was a great writer and everything, but with him it was all me, me, me. If William Shakespeare were alive today, which drama award? Shakespeare hung out in the Globe Theater, so he might be interested in the Golden Globe Awards. Thou likest me, thou really likest me. See, it's embarrassing when Sally says it, but it's classy when Shakespeare does. Get it? You don't wanna blow it on number 5. The selection is Etiquette Scandal at 1600, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, imagine this scenario. Suppose Bill Clinton had pulled out an Arkansas toothpick at his inauguration banquet and got dragged off to the police station. What would the charge have been? Trying to baptize... Go get... Arkansas toothpick is down-home slang for Bowie knife. Luckily, the meatloaf sustained only superficial wounds. Okay, I need a category. This one's called Give Me Just One Good Treason. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hey, you know how Benedict Arnold was a big fat traitor, right? Well, if Benedict Arnold had been caught, tried, convicted, and sentenced to public preparation a la Eggs Benedict, what would the viewing public have seen? Benedict cooked on one side with potatoes, Benedict smothered in Holland. Go for it! You know, it's funny, but we're actually looking for the correct answer. In case you're wondering... Eggs Benedict consists of 2 poached eggs served with ham on 2 English muffin halves, all smothered in hollandaise sauce. Huh, smothered in hollandaise. Yeah, how do I get to be one of them traitors? All right. Uh-oh, Elmer Fudd Dime Store.
It's time for a licorice espresso.
Your gibberish category for today is, how was your hair day? How about $5,000 to start this gibberish question? Okay, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. Okay, pay attention. With what song title does this rhyme? Hair Day Blue, Kevin. And don't let the punctuation throw you off. First clue, it's a 70s rock classic. Yeah, aren't they all? It's a 70s rock classic that's like 3 hours long. All right, type in your answer here. Just think about it. Somewhere in the nation, there's at least one radio station playing that song. Really, it's touching. Okay, pick.
We'll call it a date if you can answer question 8.
And this one is, hey babe, nice mantle. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Okay, let's see if you can figure out the name of the geographical figure that placed this personals ad. Former landmass seeking single continent to share love of geography and travel have been separated from North America, Europe, and Asia for a... Take it! The giant landmass that made up the Northern Hemisphere millions of years ago was called Laurasia. She dated some guy named Pangea back then. It was a real nasty breakup. Category.
Rainovi is number 9.
Open wide and get ready for It's Not Over Till the Fat Lady Wears Floppy Shoes. This one's worth $1,000. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Suppose Bozo got tired of the circus and decided to take up opera. Considering the lead tenor is a clown, for which of these operas is Bozo already dressed? La Traviata, La Boheme, I Pagliacci, or Die Zauberflöte? It's yours if you want it. I Pagliacci is the story of a clown tormented by his unfaithful wife.
That's right, Bozo. I found a man whose nose doesn't squeak when he ravishes me.
All right, time to get hot and bothered, because you've been invited to a three-way. Okay, let me briefly explain here. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. Okay, looks like you've been around. I won't bore you with my naivete. Let's turn this baby on. This lovely three-way goes by the category of May My Force Be On You, which means this three-way's gonna be about Han, Luke, and Leia. Here we go, and for goodness sake, be careful.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Well, that's all we got. Let's see how it turned out. Well, maybe three-ways aren't your thing, but hey, it's always good to experiment. Unfortunately, that won't help your score at this point, but anyway, let's check it out. Yes, it's time to move on now, but I'll never forget our special experience together. Whatever your name is. Okay, either you finished round 1 or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much. Okay, I need a category. Well, looks like this category is, why didn't Socrates just say they were his ideas? How does $4,000 grab you? Hey, remember those old school films where Jiminy Cricket taught us all about math and music and how to shoot pool? Suppose a cartoon spokesman is needed to teach philosophy in school films. If the film is about Plato's allegory involving shadows and reality, who would be the best choice? Inch High Private Eye, Captain Cave? Go get it! Bizarro Superman? No, that would be for the film on Nietzsche's ideal Uberman. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Referred to as Plato's cave allegory, Plato compares humans' everyday life to a world where people are tied down in a cave near a burning fire where all they can see are their shadows cast on the wall. It sounds complicated now, but it'll all make sense when you see Captain Caveman tied down in the film at school. Trust me. All right, hit me. This category's known as A Night to Remember. $2,000 for a correct answer. Heads up, here it comes. Because it's the name for a piece of armor protecting part of... A beaver is the part of a suit of armor that protects the mouth and chin. Hope he's wearing his dental dam. Well, maybe the beaver will build him one. Category, please.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do for the big 13.
Okay, give it up for pencil alternatives. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Hey, I'm trying to remember what the name of that one toy thing is, and when you can help me out, buzz in and start typing. It's that thing kids draw with. It's filled with... Run with it. The toy kids draw with it has knobs, silver gunk, and screws up if you shake it is an Etch-a-Sketch. Thank goodness someone invented something to replace the hard-to-use pencil. I need a category. Oh man, do you feel gutsy or what? You just chose an impossible question. Well, what do we have here? How many hair pieces will that buy? And I believe we have a piddly $20,000 payoff for getting this one right. All right, get ready, because here comes the impossible question. Now, trust me, you're lucky to be getting 1 in 4 odds on this one. Assuming that the total gross income... Smokey and the Bandit had made $140,878,200 in adjusted income by 1993. Lonnie Anderson's purse spilleth over. Hey, all right, guess what you just picked? It's time to play Dis or Dat. This Dis or Dat's category name is Tough Yet Sensitive. I'm gonna read off 7 items for each one. Oh, I see, you've got this thing down. Well, I'll put 30 seconds on the clock then. And we're off. Predator, movie condom or both? Terminator. Magnum. Pumping iron. Red Heat. Commando. This is it. Rough Rider. That's all of them. 5 wrong. Well, in the industry, we call that pretty bad. Let's survey the damage. Hey, you live and you learn. You need to learn quite a bit, actually, but let's move forward. All right. The category? Bummer. This one can net you $6,000. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Geographically speaking, if you are down the doldrums is an area of calm winds near the equator. I went on a South American cruise once. Now, that was like floating in a garbage can near the equator. The food was okay, though. Oh.
Number 17.
This one likes to go by Tiny Men and Their Gods. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Let's see how you handle this one. The mythological god Morpheus would probably exert the most control over which of the 7 dwarfs. In Greek and Roman tradition, Morpheus was the son of sleep and god of dreams. And Snow White fell asleep after she ate the apple. Coincidence? I need... Here we have rockin', rollin', and inventin'. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? Hey, you know that band Jethro Tull and their big hit song Aqualung? No? Well, you should. Considering what Mr. Jethro Tull invented back in the 1700s, the band Jethro Tull should have written a follow-up song to Aqualung called what? Go for it! Mr. Jethro Tull invented the machine seed drill. Then he grabbed his flute and pranced around like a ninny. Category, please. Step right up for question 19. Let's see what we got going. Pirates in perfect harmony. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Let's rock. If the Barbary States formed a barbershop quartet, what would you definitely not see? Take it!
Morocco? No.
For the curious, here's the right answer. Syria isn't one of the Barbary States. Yeah, I guess the other Barbary States said that with a thin mustache and a candy-striped jacket, it looked like a real dumbass, Gus. Thank you very much. Okay, pick a category.
Question number 20.
The category is, shall I compare you to personal hygiene? Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Say you're a really crappy poet, but you want to... In poetry, an arrangement of stressed and unstressed syllables is called a foot. Yeah, no wonder your poetry stinks. All right, hit me.
Time for the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. You
think you know the attack, huh? I got news for you. Not all attacks are equal. Here's your clue. 4. Could be about golf, but you never know. Let's check it out. This one, amazing! Let's check out what it did to your score! That's the game! Wow, you were the best guest we had this whole game. Really? Now do me a favor, take a quick look to your left, now your right, and repeat after me.
Great show, everybody. Lovely work as usual. Raoul, hon, what's going on now?